You just heard from Tara about what critical illness is and why this type of coverage is needed. And I'm Jamie, and I'm going to go over who your target clientele is for this type of product. We're going to start by breaking down what people's financial concerns are during different phases of their lives. That way you can understand how to present this product to your client. Our first stage of life is young singles, as research has shown this as an emerging market for this type of plan. At this point in life, people are primarily concerned with maintaining their financial independence in the event of a critical illness. If you get diagnosed, you might not be able to pay your student loans or your insurance premiums, car payments, you get the idea. So you might have to move in with mom and dad, and nobody wants to do that. Our second stage of life is young couples and families. At this point in life, people are considering purchasing their first home. And studies have shown that people fear losing their home more than they fear losing their job or even death. And as your family grows, so does the additional burden of a critical illness. I mean, think about it. The first thing that's going to happen if you're diagnosed with a critical illness is you're going to have to take time off of work. Some of that might be covered by disability, some of it might not be. If you have a partner or spouse, that person is probably going to need to take time off of work as well to help you go through treatment or recovery. If you guys have a kid, you're probably going to have to pay for childcare. So it's no longer just about you. If you get diagnosed with a critical illness, it's going to affect your entire family. Which takes us to our third stage of life, which is mature families. As you health and life agents know, people at this point in life are concerned with typical financial protection products like life and health insurance. So alongside life insurance, critical illness helps form part of the safety net protecting wealth accumulation and preparation for retirement during this point in your life, which is usually going to be your peak earning period. If you're diagnosed with a critical illness at this point in life, you don't want to have to pull from retirement or take out a second mortgage, or maybe even sell your home to help offset some of those costs. It'll make you have to work later into life, and nobody wants to do that. And then our fourth stage of life is older families and retired individuals. Now at this point in life, people are aware of critical illnesses and that their chances of being diagnosed with one is greater than when they were younger. And they want to be able to maintain their ambitions and independence. Usually you're going to be on a fixed income if you're retired, so if you get diagnosed with a critical illness, there's a pretty good chance you might have to move back in with your kids, and nobody wants to be a burden on their families like that. And since you are more likely to be diagnosed with a critical illness at this point in your life, if you wait to take out a policy, the premium is going to be more expensive because it's a higher risk. So as a reminder, it's really important to talk to your younger clients about taking out these policies early so they can lock in those super low premiums. So now that we understand what people's financial concerns are depending on what stage of life they're in, let's take a look at who is going to be more likely to purchase this type of policy regardless of what stage of life they're in. And those people typically have a family history of heart disease or cancer. They might have a high medical deductible or not have any health insurance at all. Parents are going to find these policies really attractive, as are self-employed individuals and homemakers. You guys are independent agents, so you know that if you don't participate in group-sponsored benefit plans. So receiving a lump sum cash payment is not only going to help you financially in the short term, it can also help finance a career change if that's necessary as a result of a critical illness. People who might not have enough disability coverage are also going to find this type of policy attractive, and people might not have enough disability coverage for a number of reasons. I mean, they might make too much money, or they might have a high-risk profession. And even your clients that do think that they have enough disability coverage might need to take a look at their policy, because a lot of disability plans don't cover critical illnesses, and those that do typically only pay about 60%. So super important to make sure you're talking to all your clients about this type of plan, otherwise you're really doing them a disservice and yourself as well. I'm going to turn the reins back over to Tara, and she's going to go over different benefits and features of this type of plan.